He gives birth to a 3-pound baby boy every morning.
Going to the sewers.
You always cross the line, Dave.
Made me stop chewing my salad.
Good to be back with you, fellas. It was a long week.
Thanks for showing up.
Missed you. Missed all of you except you. David.
Thank you for that.
We got Dom on camera. Finally, people been asking.
Yes,
They're hearing about
Yo,
Wolverine.
yo.
the legend.
Say hi to the 2 million fans.
What's up?
I mean the 2 fans.
To be honest, that you sent me the analytics today. Almost 320, right?
Yeah, on the website.
Views 320 in 4 days. So that's pretty good.
It might be from you clicking on each page.
I clicked on it 200 times.
looking at your own picture.
Yes.
Good
Admiring
times.
myself. That's all right. That counts.
Oh, man.
And as always, we got J Love behind camera.
Yes, sir.
Dry undies on today.
He never disappoints.
We're ready to roll.
He's doing curls right now. Right now. You can't see him, but he's doing it.
How tired are you from this morning?
From what, the gym?
No.
No, I'm good.
Didn't
I'm
you just
good.
come back from
already.
Singapore?
No, I'm good.
You didn't sign a denuclearization with Trump? That wasn't you?
You talking about Korea?
Yeah, that wasn't you?
That wasn't me.
You guys have the same size head.
I was thinking about that today. They should have sent you and Rodman both. You could have threatened to crap your pants if they didn't sign it.
Dude, I can't take that flight.
That would have been great.
I have to change my diapers 4 times. Did you see Rodman cry?
No, I didn't.
He had a Make America Great Again hat on, and he was crying. I think he thinks that he did this, organized this.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe.
Know.
Maybe. I don't know what was behind it.
Never
He
know.
had some kind of relationship with that guy.
He did.
It's crazy.
And he did have a lot of assists in the NBA, so.
No, he didn't have any
Oh,
assists.
no? Just rebounds?
He rebounded
Okay.
it. Yeah.
That's how much I know.
Yeah. He specialized in it.
I like our new sign here.
Looking good.
Yep.
You did do a decent job on that.
Yeah, it's for now. So people know what's going on.
That and the website.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So check us out again. NothingNicePodcast.com. And as always, at Nothing Nice Jim on Twitter, at Nothing Nice Dave.
Yep.
At Everything Nice J, the letter J. And we got to get Dom one because he's going to be a big star soon.
Yeah. So Dom, you were telling us about one of your first jobs.
Yes.
So give us some details. What did you do?
So, well, here's how the conversation came up. I'm looking
Yes.
for a car that gets great gas mileage.
Smart, very
So
smart.
what I'm saying, I have a 2006 Ford Escape now,
Sweet.
which, I mean, it's fine, but are saying how I want a Honda Fit.
It's like their Wayne mobile from Wayne and Cars.
That was
bubble.
a gremlin. Wasn't
It was
it?
a
Yes.
A little
gremlin.
bit
Yes.
of a ridiculous car for me to drive.
Wait, what did you want to
Because I
get?
feel
I
like
missed that.
Honda Fit. Do you
Honda
know what
Fit.
that is?
No, is it?
It looks like a mini minivan.
Yeah, it's like if you get hit in it, your chance of survival is very slim.
You just like to live dangerously.
Oh my god! First I
But
thought
the
he was real
gas mileage
practical.
on it is so good.
Yeah.
I think what did I read? Maybe like 58 miles per gallon.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Is it hybrid? Is it hybrid?
No,
Oh,
it's straight
and that's
gas.
compared to my 22.
oh
currently.
yeah.
Jeez, that's
Way
not
better.
bad.
Yeah.
So I'm spending like $50 a week
Yeah.
coming up here and back down to Galloway every single day.
Yeah, I don't like to
Yeah,
plan it
yeah.
too much. So I have a Chevy Silverado. It does have.
yeah.
It goes 15 miles.
But you drive a half a mile to work.
Yeah,
every
you only
day.
drive 1 mile. What the
But
hell?
it actually has a flex fuel. So when I'm on the highway, I believe it goes down to 4 cylinders.
Oh, cool.
I was told that.
Yeah. That's their marketing strategy, but that's not true.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
But yeah, so how that came up is because one of the first jobs I had, I was a delivery guy.
Yes.
And the
For
delivery
pizza.
car, yes, pizza, in Galloway at Gourmet.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
It's
Oh yeah, that's a good place.
Is
Yeah,
it,
I like
though?
that.
Is it?
That's
I don't
great.
know. You're from Hamilton. How could you say that place is good?
I mean, I never had their pizza. Their other food's been fine when I've
Okay.
been there. Yeah.
yeah, it is. But that's what it is. It's fine
Yeah.
for how much they make more than any other restaurant in the town.
Right.
It's a decent location for it.
It's a great location, but the inside looks like all nice and stuff, and then the
Yeah.
food's just okay.
Yeah.
So
Did you ever
that's my
Did you ever get mugged when you were delivering pizzas?
No, I mean it's Galloway.
Yeah,
think
give us some
Bill
good
area,
pizza.
so-
Like, did you ever eat a slice? Give us some good
you ever
pizza
do some
delivery.
every
pepperoni?
now and then there'd be like pizzas that are faulty that people didn't want,
Right.
Oh,
stuff like
man.
that. So they give them to us plebeian drivers.
Right.
You never once took a piece of pepperoni off of Mr. Smith's pizza.
No,
Really? Did you
Never
ever did you ever destroy anybody's property by accident with your car or anything like that?
I want to say yes, but I can't recall at the moment.
Okay.
That's a rough area to deliver in because there's a lot of dark little sublets and
Yeah,
stuff like
it's
that.
very
Jersey
easy to
Devil
get
lives out
lost.
there.
That's
yeah,
right.
I actually live right by there. I live near Leeds Point.
Oh, nice.
That's right
Of course you
behind my
do.
house.
You were probably the 13th son, actually.
my neighbor's related.
I'm
Yeah, to the
sure.
Leeds?
Yeah, and I went to school with all of them.
Oh, wow.
So because the family still exists.
That's
Wait.
awesome.
Wow.
That's a real thing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real. What are you
My
talking
mind's
about?
blown.
That's the Leeds family.
And you
Yeah.
call yourself a Jersey
but
guy?
I didn't know they were like real.
Yeah, real. Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
This
Very
is awesome.
cool.
Report on it.
I've
Book
seen
report.
them with my eyes.
Damn. Did they have wings and shit?
No. They are. Some of them are a little.
He's got claws.
Whack.
Web toes.
So, there is one that's pretty cross-eyed.
Really?
Yeah, the one that's a year above me.
He's got a walleye. One's looking at the wall.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. And I
And
don't
they
feel
all have
bad
hair,
saying that
like
because he
Dominic.
was an awful human being.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
Could
Yeah,
be.
we don't like that guy. I guess.
Yeah.
And Jay, you were going to get a new car, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm possibly picking up a Volkswagen GTI this Thursday.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
Right. And what was wrong with the old one?
Yeah. Why you get a new car?
I mean, you can't get laid in a Honda CRV, you know? It's a
You
size
can't?
of mom car.
Wait, you can't?
I mean, you could, but
You can't? Hey, I had a white Saturn View, and I met my wife in that on
Yeah,
her
you
first
did.
date,
Yeah.
and she still married me.
And he make fun of my vehicles. Girls are really, that is important to a lot of girls. I have a good friend, and I have a brand new, speaking of good gas mileage, Dom, I have a brand new Mazda CX-5, the little SUV. And it gets like 34, 35 miles a gallon. And the girl tells me it's junk. She says it's a piece of crap. It's like brand new.
Did you ever see Dave in his convertible
But her
BMW?
her ex-boyfriend had an Aston Martin though.
oh my god.
So yeah. So,
Dom, have you ever seen Dave riding through town in his convertible BMW?
Me and Ace actually saw him on our way back from Philly today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Doesn't he
Did
look
you?
like a guy
Yeah,
you want
were
to punch in the
driving
face?
on Fairview.
He looks like the typical douchebag that drives a convertible.
He looks like a guy you just want to kick in the teeth.
where was I, Dom?
You were driving down Fairview.
He even has his
Oh, okay.
aviators on. Like a,
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
maybe like an hour
My
ago.
Top Gun sunglasses. Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Don't hate.
oh man,
Don't hate on the player.
That's
Too
a
funny.
shame because Dave's such a good
Hate
guy.
on the game.
And he
is he though? Is he?
and you see him driving in that
Yeah.
convertible.
I've had that a long time.
Yeah.
I just heard something today. Actually, do you know what they call? I hope none of you guys vape. Actually, I hope you do.
Dom
Do you know
does,
what
I'm
they
sure.
call?
I only do tricks though.
Only do what?
I only do vape tricks.
Vape tricks.
He's just talking a whole nother language.
What's vape tricks?
Oh yeah, you guys are
We're
you
old,
guys
dude.
are old for that. That's more.
That's the rock star culture we don't know about.
yeah. I mean, just go
What's
on
that mean?
Instagram and type vape tricks.
Well, tell us.
We'll have to
You'll
find that.
some
Jay's
weird
on the
white
computer.
kid doing.
Right now.
It's
some-
craziness.
Those things blow up on people.
Yeah.
So
I'd be scared.
Going back to that the Saturn you had. So when you went out with Joanna, like, did she make a thing of it?
Yeah, I didn't realize at the time.
Yeah.
I picked her up in it, and I guess she like was like, "Oh, really?"
Couldn't you just borrow somebody's vehicle for the night?
I don't know.
At least the first time.
Hey, man, I am what I am. She's gonna love me for me. White Saturn. that
I'm
thing got-
surprised you didn't wrap it with an Army Ranger like thing, decal.
So the vape tricks is just like an effect that people do with the smoke, with the vapor, and I guess they use special lights and stuff like that to make it
Tom Nick.
like to do
This
some
is-
Doctor Strange shit.
This is a little insane. I saw Doctor Strange for the first time 2 nights ago.
I have not even seen it yet.
Wow.
So you
I didn't know it existed.
You are 2 nights ahead of
Wow.
me. My
Is that
friend.
the one with the female Doctor Who?
Dr.
Dr.
Strange.
Strange.
Oh, I
Dr.
think it's a Doctor Who.
Marvel
No.
comic universe?
Avengers.
bro. Come on.
I just adjusted my shit. That's why.
It's sick though. I'm gonna try to do some of the stuff that's in that movie.
Yeah.
You better get up to speed.
I might. Oh, you might not. I might hate you more than Dave driving in a convertible now. Knowing you blow these smoke screens. Just kidding,
Oh,
Dom.
man.
I don't hate you.
What were you gonna? You never brought up. You never finished your thought about the vape.
Well, he vapes now, so I don't want to insult Dom.
I don't
fine.
actually vape. I'm
He was
making fun of
joking.
it.
They call them douche sticks. They say whoever smokes that, but
Right.
I have friends and family smokers, so I don't want to make fun of them.
I have a friend and client who I never seen without it.
I guess they're better than regular cigarettes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
I actually talked to a buddy, an old friend of mine, who gave up smoking cigarettes years ago and just always vaped.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was at a bachelor party or something like that, and all they had was cigarettes. So he smoked a few, and he started back up again. He said these things are way more addictive than
Yeah.
just like
Shit.
regular smoking. Like it's, they put more shit in there to make it more addictive
Wow.
than just regular nicotine.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I mean, it's a whole contraption. It looks Must be like a mental thing too.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know, I just do cigars once in a while. Not,
Yeah, and that's straight nicotine. That's tobacco. I mean, that's not like it's not loaded with other shit. So
Yeah, you don't inhale it.
right, and you
Our
don't
grandpop
inhale-
did.
Oh my god, he was nuts.
Grandpa just take those things in like they were nothing.
Yeah.
big-
Have you
big
seen the
stuff
different
was it.
flavors like Frosted Flakes and stuff like that?
I know. Yeah, I know they have all different
Wow.
types of oils. I went into a vape shop one time, and the amount of I think they call them juice, right? Don't they call them the
Yeah,
juices?
Wow.
There's so many different
It's not
kinds.
fair.
It's unbelievable.
That's not fair.
There's one kid that's in a band that records here pretty often. The drummer, whenever he's done in the drum room, it just smells like candy
Cereal?
was like sweating off of him.
Yeah, like it's a sweet smell. At least it doesn't
Yeah.
smell like regular cigarettes because that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That makes it more addicting.
Hey, big.
So Dom, with your pizza job, was that like your lowest point in work? Was
Dude,
that the
well,
worst
that's a
job
good
you
Don't
had?
knock
No,
pizza delivery
actually.
drivers, man. Come on.
It was,
No, I
it was
think it's
pretty
fine,
good-
but-
it was pretty good money.
Right.
I was doing that actually right before I started working here full time.
Okay.
Um,
Then you
but
get that
my
sweet Planet
lowest-
Fitness
my
job.
lowest
People are
work
gonna think we
thing
pay 'em
was,
nothing nice.
Salad Works.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
You're dealing with
Why was that
angry
bad?
white women
Oh, yeah.
across.
Why they have to be
hospital.
white?
Because it's Salad Works.
yeah.
And when you're dealing with an angry white woman's salad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they have a wrath that
Damn.
reaches a tier that is beyond comprehension.
Was that also near where you live?
Yes,
That's
that was in Galway
All
too.
right.
That's
We won't
yeah.
talk
you guys
anymore
have ever
about
been
that
to?
Salad then.
Oh yeah, I know
you guys
that
have
one.
ever been near the hospital down there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Dominiqu's gonna get a
Right
lot of
across
hate
the
mail
street
from
from
restaurants.
I'm gonna know your manager.
Yeah, we know the manager.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Peggy.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Hey, no name.
'Cause,
We just blew up her spot. That's great.
But she
No,
wasn't the
Peggy
angry
was
one.
great.
Nah,
She was nice.
She was cool.
Yeah, Peggy was awesome to work for.
Oh, good.
Same, her brother Joe.
I don't know him.
He also owned it with her. They were
Okay.
great to work for.
Okay.
It's just the clientele there was miserable.
Wow.
Dom was like, "Hi, welcome to Salad Works." Like, no croutons.
That's what it felt like.
Sorry, ma'am.
Oh, poor Dom.
It's also way too expensive. I mean,
Did you have a hairnet?
It's very
you're paying
expensive.
$10 for
I hope he had a
Shower.
beard net.
for plants.
Yeah.
I
Dude.
wasn't allowed to have a beard back then.
You must have been
yeah.
covered up in hair and beard nets. Chest hair
I
nets.
kept it pretty shaved, but they would yell at me every couple weeks. I was in high school at this point.
Okay.
so.
I did start to shave, but I backed off and I effed up. I was telling Jason, I'm not used to it at all. I'm just like for the first time in my
Because you're
life growing a beard.
I told you, get rid of it.
So I got a new razor, right? And it's got the different attachments, but it must be like a cheap, cheaper one.
That was a good topic you
And I
brought up,
effed
though.
it
Let's
up.
talk about that. What was the worst job?
Yeah, I was gonna ask
guys ever
Jason.
had?
I was gonna ask you all. Jason, what
What's
was
the first cool thing you ever
what
brought
was
up?
the toughest job you ever had?
Toughest? I don't know. I mean, I adapt pretty well to whatever work I'm doing. But
Oh, here we go.
I mean, I'm not.
Here we
it's
go.
just- Like I don't know. Like
I'm like
can,
the best.
I can endure physical stuff pretty good. You know what's funny? I actually, believe it or not, out in LA.
Oh boy.
Back then, I mean, you always had that find work basically on Craigslist or whatever. And I just got, and I was
Jeez.
working in the film industry, which working in the film industry is a shitty job. That might have been the lowest point. I don't know, because especially out in LA, you're getting paid peanuts. They're totally taking advantage of you and everything. But I was on Craigslist looking up for another job because you finish one job when a movie gets done, you got to find another job because
Right.
it's just a hustle, and films don't shoot forever unless you're on like a long syndicated TV show or something like that, a long network show that just is always shooting every year.
And like rap and all deadlines are like moving. Right? So you never really know when they get the next
exactly. It could be 2 weeks, could be 3 weeks. So I was in between jobs, and I looked up on Craigslist, and there was an ad to be a backstage videographer for an early November video or an Ace Ender's music video.
No.
I swear to God.
That is
so I
great.
applied to
one. Did
it.
you know him already?
What, Ace?
No, you
They
know him
went
at
to
that.
school
No,
together.
no. Oh, whoever was like hiring him?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It was just it was whatever like director or like little production company was putting it together.
Oh.
So I emailed the guy. I said, "Look, I know Ace. I'm not being a crazy stalker or anything like that.
Wow.
I would really like to get the job." So they hired me.
Wow.
And the music video, it's a shame Ace isn't here to confirm this or talk about this or anything.
Yeah.
The music video ended up like being a disaster. Like they were trying to get an exterior, like kind of like a very mountainous, barren location
Right.
outside. And this was like, I think it was in November.
Of course.
Yeah.
Was it early?
Was it
Yeah,
early?
I don't know. I think it was late November.
Oh,
but
I see.
anyway,
They ruined it. That's why it was bad.
in LA
Sorry.
where it never rains, it started raining that night.
Yeah.
and they couldn't shoot outside. So
The
they
one
had to-
time.
Yeah. So
One
they,
time
had to, they had
race.
to find a sound stage to do everything. So we
Wow.
didn't shoot anything that night. We just went home, met at the sound stage the next day.
Was
and
Ace shocked to see you? When
he
got
was
there?
actually, because
I'll
he
bet.
didn't know I was going to be there.
I'll bet,
He
yeah.
wasn't like, I mean, he wasn't like screaming or anything.
Yeah.
He's always pretty calm.
Yeah.
But they had to shoot everything in this soundstage like in a day. So I worked a 33-hour day
Wow.
nonstop and didn't get paid for it. Like I volunteered to do
Ace is
it.
Wow.
a dick.
No, it's not Ace's fault.
No, it's not him.
It was
That's
a-
funny though.
I know.
That's
Kid
funny.
Ace. I love you.
But it was funny, man. It was a hell of a time. It was just crazy.
Wow.
But
It's a good story.
yeah, no, and then we hung out and everything after that. It was epic.
Do you remember the song?
I don't. I want to say I don't think it was Decoration,
Okay.
but I kind of remember how it goes, but I can't.
We'll
I don't
ask
know-
Ace. We'll
I don't know
post
Ace's
it.
catalog as
We'll post
I
it.
think you had a worse
man.
job than that.
which one
Working for somebody washing stuff.
local,
Yeah, sorry about
like concrete work or something.
that. Yeah, we won't talk about that much.
All right. Yeah, that was probably much worse.
You were laying concrete?
He
No.
was laying it all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
no.
Nocturnal missions.
Oh, no. Really?
Don't let Jay fall asleep.
No, he's going off on a random tangent here. He's combining stories now.
I got distracted.
Good stuff.
What was
Yeah,
yours?
man.
I grew up with my father owning a farm, so I've been outside many times in 100 plus degree weather, whatever, moving irrigation pipes and things like that, hard physical stuff. But probably worse than that was washing dishes because my mother and her family, my grandfather started a restaurant. To this day, they have it. So my first real job, paying job, and almost all through my teens till I was at a high school was washing dishes
Yeah,
at the
that's
restaurant.
rough.
Brutal, hot back there.
Yeah.
And, it's just not a glamorous job.
It's a good life
obviously.
lesson.
Yeah. Working
is,
on a
yeah,
farm is
it is.
tough too.
That
Actually,
too.
that was one of my first jobs that you did full time, like Monday through Friday. I was only like 13 years old,
Right.
Between 7th and 8th grade in the summertime, making boxes, which is the most
Blueberries.
monotonous. Actually, they were cucumbers and tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I remember like one of the first days. It was my best friend's father's farm, and my best friend was working with me the first day, and then he quit after that. Just left me there by myself. But he's like, try not to look at the clock too much, because if you do, or if you don't, the time will go by a little bit faster.
Right.
Yeah.
So I made it. It felt like I made about 1,000 boxes.
Yeah, I bet.
I looked at the clock and moved like 2 minutes.
Oh, my
And
God.
the
you're
last time I looked at it.
Oh, my God. That's how you got big biceps.
You're like,
Put the
kill
boxes
me.
together.
You're like, kill
oh
me.
God, it was so rough.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
yeah. That's kind of
But I don't regret it. Like
No,
like
me
you said,
neither.
it's
good life
gives you
lessons.
character. Yeah, gives you character.
Work
So how about
ethic.
you? You didn't really
Um,
start working until after the military, did you?
No, I did jobs before that. I was actually a trash man in the summers here.
Oh yeah, that's
But
right.
that wasn't as
Didn't
bad.
know that. Really?
I think when I first got out of the Army, waiting tables at Lone Star,
Lone Star, yeah.
and it was like 8 days after I
I
got out of the
remember
military.
you said that. Yeah, you hated it. Oh
first
my God.
first fucking table. I'm like, hi, welcome Lone Star. This old lady's like, "Da-da-da-da," whatever, and I didn't bring the right order out. She's like, I asked for more ranch dressing. I'm like, I was just jumping out of planes and blowing shit up, and you're asking me for ranch dressing? And then the best part was they made us dance.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we had
no.
a line dance.
For
and you said you had a
birthdays?
bad knee, you wouldn't do it, right?
Yeah, so I did it once, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? If my buddies could see me now. So
they would piss on you.
the next time it happened, I went back in the kitchen, and the manager came. She's like, you have to dance. I was like, nah, I got a bad knee. Jumped out of planes in the military. She's like, well,
That's
then you
pretty
can't work
awful.
here if you're not dancing. I was like,
That's pretty awful.
have a good life.
Wow.
You can't work if you're not.
Nope.
It's kind of ridiculous what they make some waiters and waitresses do.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it would have been as bad if I didn't just come out,
Yeah.
2 weeks before I'm doing all this high speed shit. And
should've
I'm
just
serving more ranch dressing to this
Should have
lady.
just become a bartender right out of the military.
Yeah,
That would have been better
yeah.
suited for you.
Well, it was later in life, but you
He would have drank half the profits. That's the problem. They wouldn't hire his ass.
half.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would have
right?
drank all of it.
3/4.
You needed more experience. It's like building credit
Yeah,
bartending.
yeah.
You had to.
And we know he's not good at building credit. That's down the drain.
I'm working on it. All right.
So the trash thing, like somebody actually told me recently, the guys in New York, they make a pension after like 10 years.
Dude, it's
Wow.
Doing
incredible.
trash. Like a lot of people are just doing it part time just to get the pension in
Damn.
10 years. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's probably not that great of a pension, though.
I said it was pretty good. They said they didn't give me a dollar amount, but they said it was pretty good.
Yeah, I heard when I was a kid. I think Grandpa told us that he was get a job that nobody wants to do. You'll make good money.
Right. Yeah, it's good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah, buddy. So
So what happened today? Anything good?
just got back from Mexico, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Getting adjusted again?
Yeah, a little weird.
Getting your home life and work life back together?
Yeah, it was. My home life.
Yeah. What's
Try.
going better, home or work life?
Let me think about that.
That's pretty close, right?
I think it's a good balance right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm back 2 days.
One mess compared to another mess.
Yeah. Won't say which
good.
one. Working on both.
I like it.
Nah. Job's good. Home life's good.
Yeah.
The hotter than hell down there. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Yep. I was
like
popping
here.
Imodiums like Tic Tacs down there.
So
'Cause
what'd you do down there?
Directed a video. I don't want to. Can't really say
A commercial.
what for. Yeah.
Not a video, like music video.
No. Like a commercial, like a TV, like a spot, promotional spot.
Okay.
So we had a.
How long's the spot? A minute?
It's going to be 30 seconds to a minute probably.
So how long does it take to film a final version of a 30-second spot?
This was 4 days of filming.
4 days.
14
30
hours
seconds.
a day almost.
What a waste of money. They paid you for 4 days
man,
for a
you gotta-
30-second spot.
Just like this, you're not always going to get the good
Ugh.
stuff when you talk. Got to get the good stuff. So that was
Gotta
cool.
edit. Yeah.
It's cool. I go down there probably 3 times a year.
So give us the lowdown on the week. Like they set you up pretty good. Good
Well, this
hotel.
was a tough one. Yeah, this was a tough one because we had 6 kids I had to direct.
What do you mean
They were-
kids?
Direct
Like
young
little
kids?
little kids?
They were all ages from like probably 6 to
Oh wow.
15.
That's
Wow.
rough.
I
They
didn't
were
think
good
you
though, man. I lucked
didn't-
out. I was
didn't think you were
nervous.
allowed around kids that age.
Well, in Mexico I am. My anklet doesn't go off when I'm down there.
Oh no. Oh,
Real
God.
quick, let me interrupt you because I just found this article. The headline says this retired sanitation worker makes $285,000 a year from a pension.
See that?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's
crazy.
He got in there like before July 1st of 1970 something, so he was like a tier 1.
Right.
Holy hell.
No, I'm not saying they all make that, but I think it was like, $70,000-$80,000 pension.
When he
It's
was
crazy.
working, he was making like 150 something a year.
What's he doing? Wolverine, what are you doing in there?
Tom's-
Scarfing down some
Dominic's-
chow.
he's eating.
Eating salad.
I think he's got oodles and noodles he's eating.
We got Chef Boyardee in there.
Very professional.
Ace would never have ate on camera.
We're all class here.
That's why I was stepping off camera. I got some ham, some turkey.
He went across the street to the bar.
His
Well,
metabolism's crazy. He's like the Flash.
Oh my God.
I need to speed the thing up.
I know.
He put the control center on autopilot. Jesus.
I like it. He can do that. He was busy all day,
I'm
man.
standing back there.
He was busy making
watching
music.
You guys.
Thinks he's delivering pizzas again.
He's taking off the pepperoni off top. Too funny.
I should have done that looking back.
I know, man. There's no way I
there's
could.
not
I would
a
have. I
huge
mean,
consequence for that, although it's pretty
I'll
messed.
bet.
there was no cameras on you back then.
Back then, it was like 3 years ago for him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot he's a young buck.
Wasn't that
Dominic,
long.
did they have the rule where if it's past a certain amount of time, they got the pizza for free?
Nope.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You probably delivered to a lot of drunk students in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the worst.
But that
Yeah,
was
I
fun.
bet.
Did they
Probably got
always?
no tip.
Yeah. They
Um,
stiffed you on the tip.
Not always. I mean, they obviously were not the best tippers. The best was
Right.
going to you guys know Report Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That was the best because it's so out of the way. Everything's terribly hard to find. So those were all the best.
They felt bad for you.
Speaking
My friend, the same one that was busting on my car, she got lost in the Pine Barrens last year, coming home from where was she at? The bar that closed down in Sweetwater Casino.
It's still there.
Whatever, yeah, whatever it's
Reopened.
called now. Whatever it's called now. She was apparently driving back from there and got like lost. It was
A
really
little scary back there.
Yeah, it's
her
a little scary.
phone wasn't working. Wasn't
Yeah.
getting reception. She couldn't find her way out. She was pretty scared. She texted me. That's funny.
Speaking of the Pine Barrens, I'm thinking about doing a week-long, I don't know what we'd call it, I guess like survival trip or tracking trip this summer in August. There's a guy from the area. He's been doing this since the 70s too, taking people out into the woods and like teaching them how to like live on their own,
Right.
build a fire, track deer. So
Like Naked and Afraid.
yeah,
Like that show.
But you have clothes
That's
on.
good. I
Do
hope
you
you
believe
will.
in Sasquatch? Because I'm a firm believer of them.
I am not a firm believer of a modern day Sasquatch, but they pretty much have proof. I think that giant bipedal mammals existed back in the day. Who knows? They could have went into hiding. I know my cousin Chucky always said that he thinks that maybe they're more
a very
intelligent
good-
than us.
It's a very good cousin name to have.
Yeah,
Cousin Chucky.
Wait till he's on here.
and that they could be hiding from us legitimately because they know that
Where would they hide?
it's somewhere in the. Did you ever go to
There's
Canada?
mountains.
It's like Planet of
all
the
over
Apes.
the world.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't believe.
I
in
think Chuck might be
today's
hiding
world.
one in his bedroom.
Are they going to let you fall asleep on this
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
They might
excursion?
not because I'll be in a tent in the wild. You know how
That guy
goes
better
for
wear a
me.
raincoat.
You might be pitching a tent in a while.
Hope that guy's
No,
not
you.
ovulating that night.
Oh, oh my God.
I'm gonna get banged up.
Ovulating.
I'm gonna have a brother or sister.
Oh my God.
Too funny.
That's crazy. And that's expensive, right, Jay? You
Yeah,
said?
it's $800, but it'll probably be worth it. I mean,
How many nights?
I think it's 6 nights, like 7 days. So
Wow,
I'm
that's
pretty sure
pretty
it's
cool.
6
And that's in the
nights.
area, or is it?
Yeah, it's right. I think in Wharton State Forest. So
Why don't you pay me that and I'll teach you that?
yeah, I don't
That's
know, man.
peanuts for Jay.
We'll
though.
just be sleeping around the campfire drinking.
You'll just run off with $800 and go buy
Could have forgot it when you're sleeping. Yeah, when you go to sleep, I'll go to the casinos
Buy
and
yourself a hotel room.
I'll come back by dawn.
800 is nothing for Jay, though. All the discretionary income he has.
Yeah,
Kidding
okay.
me?
Who's
You kidding
saying
me?
that right now?
Oh, I know.
Wait till he buys that new car too.
I know how it goes.
He's got to save that for all his dates coming up.
There's no dates coming up.
Yeah, there will be.
Tom Brown Jr. is the guy's name. He's been doing this for a long time because my boss told me about it. My boss was in college, like in the 70s, and he said he was thinking about doing it.
What's his background?
Tom Brown Jr. He's like part Native American, I think. I think his grandfather wasn't full-blown Native American and taught him how to do all this stuff. So.
Yeah,
Full blown.
Very
full
good.
blown.
Very good.
I'll read the description really quick. Hold on.
He's not promoting this, by the way. So, Tom, we're just giving details.
Yeah. So, oh man, I lost it.
Oh. Not good.
Dude, you should just join the military. You could have done it for free. You got paid actually.
Jay. Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, I know, but
You just
that's
camp out in
that's
my
a little bit
field.
longer than a week, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It says he's America's most acclaimed outdoorsman and a renowned tracker, teacher, and author. When Tom was only 7, Stalking Wolf, his grandfather, an Apache elder. I can't
Stalking
stalk
Wolf?
and read.
Isn't that what the
Wolf.
girls called you in high school?
Yeah.
Stalking wolf?
No, stalker wolf.
So
Now it's
sick.
Candyman.
He's an Apache elder. His grandfather was a shaman.
Say my name 3 times. I appear behind you.
Apache
like
elder,
Beetlejuice.
shaman, and scout. Began coyote teaching Tom in the skills of tracking, wilderness survival, and awareness. After stalking Wolf's final walk, Tom spent the next 10 years wandering the wilderness throughout the Americas with no manufactured tools, in most cases not even a knife, perfecting his grandfather's skills and teachings. And I need glasses because I can't read from that far away. So
I'm gonna say he made that shit up.
Your age is catching up to
it
you.
really is.
I'm gonna say he's
Very
gonna get Jay out there in the woods and zip tie him up.
This guy looks pretty
Oh my god! Yeah, you might be tied to a tree before the end of the week.
Shit, man.
We're gonna have to rescue Jay, like Taken.
My God. So how'd you find this? How'd you come across all
My
this?
boss told me about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is
because
he
he was
gonna
going to
go?
do it in the 70s, back, 40 years ago.
He's a hippie, your boss?
Yeah, he kind of was in college, yeah.
Makes sense. You're like a modern day hippie. I can
Oh,
see. that.
100%.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Dom might be that guy.
The tracker?
Yeah, you might get there and it's Dominic.
Dom's actually stalking Wolf.
I really wish.
He's
my
like, don't
name
mind the
was Stalking
speedo,
Wolf."
Jason.
Oh, God.
Come with me and take this pill.
Oh man. So Jay, I was watching. There was a big UFC event this past weekend, right?
Yes.
So I was watching the weigh-ins on Friday,
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I heard
and there's a
about
guy. I don't know his name. You're the resident, expert on UFC. You probably know. So there's a guy who's really outspoken. He's trying to be like Conor McGregor. It seems
it.
like.
Colby
right?
Covington, his name is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he does the weigh-in. They do the picture thing. Then it was Rogan. Joe Rogan went over and interviewed him, and the guy goes, "The first thing I'm gonna do when I win this title is bring it to Donald Trump. Unlike the Eagles and the Golden State Warriors, my balls are gonna be out." He goes,
What?
"Yeah." He was like busting on the Warriors.
Oh,
and
'cause
the
they didn't go to the White House?
Yes.
And the Eagles.
He
and-
said the first thing he's gonna do is take the title to the White House.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He
Yeah.
won.
Did he win?
Won the fight.
Oh, really?
And he says, "This is the real title because he was the interim champion.
Okay.
The real champion, Tyron Woodley, is out right now. So
Okay.
He's like, this is the real championship belt. I'm gonna go to the White House and put this right on Donald Trump's desk."
Yes. Yeah. It was pretty ballsy.
Like making fun of.
Like
he was
Trump or
as
just-
like the
No,
spit in the
not
face of
Trump.
the Eagles kind of.
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
support
he was
of it.
he was basically downing all these athletes that are
Yeah.
protesting against
saying
going to the
that
White
he's
House.
a real American and
Wait,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
it was like really unexpected that he
I
said
don't
that.
know.
I thought it was like pretty
I don't
He's
know.
doing
out
it
of
for
left field.
heat. I think he's doing it for
Oh,
the
yeah.
heat and the attention because
He's trying to be the villain. Is
Yeah.
what he's trying to
I
do.
mean, that's publicity, It's like
Yeah.
politics is that shit now, too. It's not even.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's not even like about doing business anymore. It's just about how much media ratings you can get and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so
Between
bad.
that and the press.
Right.
I'd say keep sports out of politics.
I
Wow.
thought you were going to bring up Yoel Romero's weigh-in because he was 2 ounces overweight.
No.
Oh, they
And
didn't
I
let
didn't
him.
see that.
And they let him fight. They didn't let him reweigh, apparently. I think he was going to try to reweigh, but the commission said, no, you can't. Like, you're overweight. You could fight. You're going to fight. You have to give up half your purse to your opponent.
Half.
Yeah, I
I thought
think
it was
so.
30%.
Maybe it was. I'm
Wow.
sorry. Don't quote me
Still
on
a
that.
lot. Still a
Yeah.
lot.
And
Wow.
if you win, you don't get the title. Like, he was fighting the champion.
shit,
And
for-
so if he won, he wasn't going to be the champion.
I wouldn't even fight. What's the point?
You got to fight. If you're a fighter, you got to fight.
Did he fight, or that's still coming?
No, he fought. That was that night.
No,
Wow.
anymore. Okay.
And it was a battle. I mean, it was.
Did he win?
No. It was a battle. Like, you could argue that he did win. There were some rounds where he dominated the guy, and it should have been a 10-8 round instead of a 10-9 round.
Wow.
And the judges weren't that great. It was in Chicago, so I feel like
Really?
fighting commissions are different wherever state you go in.
Right. Right.
So they
Right.
didn't really. I don't think they did a good job.
I heard they're trying to change the weigh-ins, the
They
rules.
did recently.
Oh, it's a new
apparently.
one?
So
Okay.
like, I think you had more time before, where like weigh-ins I think were in the afternoon or something. So you had all morning to kind of like check your weight
Okay.
and then do the weigh-ins.
The afternoon of the fight.
No. The afternoon, the day before the fight.
The day before. That's the
Yeah.
cutoff. The day, like 24
Yeah,
hours
and
before.
I think it's in the morning now, the day before the fight, so like 10 a.m. or something like that.
Okay.
So you wake
I
up.
wouldn't eat. I
you don't
wouldn't
have
even
much
eat.
time
Yeah.
to check your weight or like cut anything.
Right.
So I don't know.
But that's when you weigh the least, first thing in the morning. If you don't eat,
It
you
is,
should
but
be.
if you don't have much time to like, if you got to lose another half a pound, you're gonna need to spit or sweat,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I'd have no problem with that.
And to do
First
that-
thing in the morning, boom, 10 pounds gone.
Jim loses. He gives birth to a 3-pound baby boy every morning.
Going to the sewers.
You always cross the line, Dave.
Made me stop chewing my salad.
He's on to the salad after
You shouldn't be eating in there anyway.
Yeah. Oh, too funny.
Good lord. So who are the big fighters now in UFC? It's McGregor.
Well, McGregor,
Brock
God
Lesnar.
knows what's gonna happen. No, you're way off, Dave.
Brock Lesnar.
He's been suspended for over a year for.
Yeah, I know, but he's supposed to be coming back soon. He's the big draw, right?
He is a big draw if he fights, but he's
He's
signed
out.
to the WWE, so you might get 1 or 2 fights out of him a year.
Right.
Big name guys. I mean, it's tough. The UFC has been back and forth with hot fighters on streaks, and then they lose. So like they lose all that steam.
I saw Holly Holmes was in it.
Yeah, she actually won, which was good for her because she's had a few losses the last few fights she's had.
We should set up a pay-per-view
Now-
fight with you versus somebody.
Now, Jay, yeah, we were talking about that. Now, Jay, you said at one time you thought about going into professional wrestling. Do you think you like going into UFC? Did
No.
you ever think about that?
Not even
No?
not even a second. No,
Right.
I
So-
get destroyed.
so
You gotta understand something. Like a lot of these guys that
You
first
can't
off-
wait to say what you're about to say.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
All right,
He's
not to
chomping
cut
at
you
the
off,
bit.
I'm sorry.
no,
He's
no,
like,
I'm good. I'm good.
Guys that go in the
Yeah.
UFC like that have a wrestling background, let's say, were state champions in their state.
Right.
I wasn't even a district champion. I was last place
Right.
in district. So
Right.
you have to have just insane ability to get to that level.
I think you would have been incredible if you wrestled from a young age.
I would have been, I would have
Because you were always lightweight and real strong.
Yeah, but
What'd you wrestle at? What weight?
125.
Yeah. It's pretty light. Yeah.
If you could wrestle one celebrity to the ground, who would it be?
Now,
Charlie Sheen.
Now, when you say celebrity, you mean like a UFC fighter, just to see
No, like
like,
any
like
celebrity.
anybody?
that I could like kind of
Yep,
just wrestle and,
anybody.
and rough up?
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't dislike really many people.
Mine would be Charlize Theron.
Well,
In a singlet.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Look
just talking
ahead.
about like dudes that we want to jack
Yeah,
up.
he was.
Oh man, that's a tough question.
How about you, Dom?
Right now, I'm kind of thinking Bill O'Reilly, but that's,
Ah,
it's kind of too easy.
that's a yeah.
Yeah, you got to get it
See,
some challenge. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go after any of those political guys. I'd want to go after like a real douchebag, like a real just guy that nobody likes. That maybe the guy from Lethal Weapon, because he probably put up a good fight.
Oh,
Mel
yeah.
Gibson?
No, on
the
the
TV
TV
show.
show,
Oh.
the asshole. I don't
He just
know
got
his name.
fired because he was an
Yeah.
asshole.
Who is it? Who?
I
Not
think this was
Damon
his first
Wayans.
big role. No.
Damon
No,
Wayans?
the guy who plays Mel Gibson's character.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know who that is.
He got replaced by
He was that bad.
Stifler.
Mel Gibson would be a good one, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson would kill
Ooh.
me. You kidding?
He's taking
Yeah, he
stem
would.
cells, man.
yeah.
That dude's heart is stronger than.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to win. You just have to
Just
wrestle.
say me I would
them.
wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I almost
that's a good
fought-
question.
I almost got in a fight with Jason Patrick when I was living in
Oh,
LA.
yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he
Good. Tell it.
supposedly he was slapped my girlfriend at the time's ass. And
That'll do it.
and
That'll do it.
It was a little dive bar we used to always go to, and we drove back to her apartment.
Was that the one with the air hockey thing?
No,
Yeah,
shuffleboard.
I remember
Shuffleboard,
Shuffleboard. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
great place.
And then And then when we got there, she was a little older than me, so I think she was playing games with me. She's like, "Oh, by the way, Jason touched my ass." I was like, "Oh, he dies now." I drove my 97 Pontiac Grand Am about 100 mile an hour through each stop sign.
You went
Not
back?
through. I stopped at each
Oh,
stop
you
sign.
went back to the
Went
bar?
back to the bar.
I thought that
Oh,
happened
my
right then
God.
and there.
Nah, he was only it was only him and like his buddy and the bartender because they were all friends. Yeah, I made a big ass of myself. We didn't end up fighting.
I
but
know. I
then,
remember you said you got into the argument. And stuff.
yeah, he would have been rough.
But it was true. He really did it, or she was just saying that.
He said he didn't. I doubt he did. He's a classy guy. But yeah, that would have been a rough one.
Wow.
And you say something like, "We got a problem," and he's like, "I don't know, do we?"
Yeah, I was like,
right
oh,
back at
I was
you.
like, oh shit, about to fight Speed too.
You gotta be careful.
And then-
He's half vampire, so
Yeah, he is, man. I would have to stab him in the neck and the heart. He actually after we like, kind of made up and hugged like two drunk dummies, and I was like, hey man, you need a stunt double? Because I was trying to be a
Oh,
stuntman
my
at the
God.
time. I was like, I'll be a stunt double.
Did he try to get a job?
Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
And then about a week later, we got kicked out of that same bar, my roommate and I, and we tried to go out the back. We were like, "Fuck you!" to the bartender and the door guy,
Right.
and the back door was locked, so we had to go back through the bar with our heads down
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
and leave the
The
front.
walk of shame.
Yeah, it was bad.
That is bad.
It was bad. But yeah, that would have been man. That was back in Jesus '99, maybe 2000. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
Jason was prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would have put a beating, maybe. I don't know.
So Jim was asking me the other day about UFC fighting.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't ever want to do that. I wouldn't want to do a job like a boxer or a UFC fighter where
Right.
I get paid just to get my face bashed in. but there's a handful of people in this world that I cannot stand. I would do it for free. I would go in there and fight them and just take a piece of the gate.
Who do you want?
I'm not gonna name
Who do
names.
you wanna get?
I'm not gonna name names, but I'll say there's about maybe four people in this world
Let's
that
get
I
all
hate
four
that bad,
versus
and I
you
would
at once.
100% go in the cage with them. 100%.
See, I don't
Yep.
know if I hate anybody that much. I would do it more for the sport, honestly. I would like. You gotta understand something. These guys, these fighters, they do it for the sport. Like they're just cut from a different.
Like,
cloth.
see, a lot of them go in and they're friendly with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
couldn't do that. I
Dom,
couldn't
can
do,
we get a heart monitor on Dave? I think he's raging right now.
Yeah, my blood pressure's going up. Yeah, I couldn't do
I'll
it
have
just
to
for the
come in there
money.
manually
Right.
and do it.
Oh,
I could
shit.
not do it for the money, but I could do it for the hate. Like I
Yeah.
told Jim, if I got in the cage with any of these 3 or 4 individuals, I wouldn't.
We're gonna set this up.
I wouldn't.
for charity.
I wouldn't end it quickly. I would not end it quickly. I'd make them suffer.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
If,
Dave's
if
like,
that was an option.
yeah, right.
Right.
That'd
Right.
be great. It's like they're like, ding ding. Dave gets knocked out in 2 seconds. we'd have to edit that one out.
Put your bed in. Put your bed in, bitches.
Someone get it in. I don't know. I think you got a lot of pent up rage.
I do have a lot of pent up rage. Yeah.
A lot, yeah. But a lot of times these guys go in there with a cool head, and when they go in there heated and pissed off at the other fighter, they lose a lot of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. You
Dude,
have
that's
to
why
be-
Spider-Man talks shit to his opponents. He gets them
Yeah.
all fired up, and it's easy to beat them.
Yeah.
And
Learn that from a young age.
Conor McGregor would talk shit right in the middle of fights, like to guys.
Talks people out of it.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson did the same thing, get in their head before the fight.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Dom would whisper, and then the guy would be like, "What'd you say?" And Dom would fucking
Then he would throat
uppercut.
punch him. Dominic would throat
Fucking
punch him.
just rip his throat out and drink his blood.
I do think Dominic wouldn't fight fairly. He would pull
Oh, I'll
some.
do anything.
Yeah.
He has animanium bones.
If,
I mean,
if I'm down to it,
Yeah.
if he's down to it.
I mean,
I think.
in a cage, I mean, I guess there's rules and stuff.
Yeah.
Dom, did you ever get in a fight in your life? Let's talk about that.
Well, you play
I hit a
hockey,
couple
I'm sure.
people,
Yeah, you had hockey fights.
but yeah, a couple where like you have to tackle somebody
Yeah.
just because you're out there and you have to.
How about a fight outside of sports?
No, I mean, like I said, I hit a couple people.
Right.
Like just punch him in the face and that was it. Fight was over.
I'd never punched anybody in the face.
Oh, you're a good man, Dom.
Right.
Just because like in elementary school, middle school, and high school, I was always the tallest, biggest
Wow.
kid. I've had this beard since I was in 7th grade,
That's awesome.
God.
but I was a freak, so everybody was just terrified of me.
He's an old.
That's great, though. That's,
That's
a good place to
amazing.
be.
So
what
nobody
happened?
really messed with me. I was kind of fortunate,
That's good.
you know.
I was the smallest kid in my class, so I always got picked on.
Did you fight anybody, Jay?
Yeah, in middle school I
fight?
fought a kid.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Was it one of those big fights out in the
No, it was
playground?
right in the hallway. Actually. It
Oh,
was
that's bad.
We had like a study hall, like they called it activity day. Do you remember that? So that the band or the chorus could practice like 8th period. All the classes would be shortened, and at the end of the day,
I kind of do remember
you
that.
had like
Yeah.
the study hall. You go back to your homeroom and just do homework. Whatever.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
after that, and it's the weirdest thing. I've only in I think twice in my life I threw a punch on somebody, and both times I blacked out. Like that fight in middle school, I started it kind of like I was dating this girl, And then she broke me for this guy.
Oh, yeah?
And then one of his buddies like spread a rumor, like saying like,
Oh,
oh,
boy.
he said that she tastes like cherries or something like that. Like,
Damn.
got me pissed.
Oh,
dude.
boy.
Got me
Moving quick
fired up.
in middle school.
So
Yeah, one pube hair. He's already.
no, but just I don't know.
I like it.
Did you mess him up?
Kissing.
Mess him up?
I threw the first punch, and like I said, I wailed him. Like I hit him like right in like the side, like kind of like near the ear, I guess, or something like that.
Really?
And then as soon as I made contact, I blacked out. And next thing you know, like I'm down in a headlock and like throwing punches like above me, and he's like punching me in the back and stuff.
So it was
That's
like a
all I
tie.
remember.
It's like a tie.
You guys friends
me
now?
to middle school. I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, we're cool with each
Yeah.
other.
You should become
Actually,
friends after you fight.
Yeah, 100%. And
That's
it's
so
funny.
weird.
I saw him at
It's
a
a
wedding.
primal thing, I think.
I saw him at a wedding one time, and he's like talking to my husband. Hey, see that guy over there? Like we fought in middle school. Like
Yeah.
that's how he
That's
joked about
awesome.
it. The other time I fought was crazy. I was working on a film in New York, and usually when
Big
Dave's a
shot.
badass.
Big shot. I took a break from filming in New York just to kick somebody's
I
ass.
picture him in a singlet every time he's doing this. Is that wrong?
Like Andre the Giant
Yeah.
type. Yeah, it's great.
so like whenever a film wraps, usually you try to find a party like or you find a bar. Just they call it a wrap party, but because most people were from LA or not from the area, some people from Canada actually. We just found the bar to go to on the last day of the shoot and hung out, and partied. There was a bunch of us. There's probably about 20 of us total, and we got split up in like 3 different groups. So picture a group of people, you know, on one end of the block, another group of people in the middle of the block, and another group of people at the end of the block.
Right.
I'm in the middle group of people that are in the middle of the city block. Next thing you know, the group of people behind me, I hear this commotion going on. Then I see these like kids coming at me, like swinging and punching, all this stuff. So it was like some people that were with us got into this scuffle with these kids. They couldn't have been more than 18, 19 years old. They were probably actually 16 or 17.
Oh, my God.
honestly. Like these, yeah.
That's like bad.
It was bad. Apparently, one of the guys in our group was talking trash, and then these kids they had their girlfriends with them. The girls were trying to pull them off the guys, whatever. So they got into a big scuffle. Then they left. One of the guys that was with us got his nose busted. I mean, he was just gushing blood out of his nose, like terrible. So we're sitting there talking, like, you know, what we're gonna do, whatever. Meanwhile, we're walking and talking. We get separated a little bit more. This is the wintertime. Next thing you know, these kids fucking come back. And, like, they smashed a dude in the head with a giant ice block.
Oh, my God.
Because there was snow on the ground and everything.
Yeah.
And one of the guys that was with us was, like, wailing on this kid. And he was, like, trying to cover up. And they're coming right at me.
Oh, man.
I'm, like, by myself. And he's, like, wailing on this kid. I'm like, well, I can't just sit here and do nothing.
Right.
So I cocked back and hit the guy coming at me like in the stomach as hard as I could, and I blacked out. Like I mean, I remember hitting him. Next thing you know, like he's behind me, and the other guy that was with me was on top of him, just like had him by the throat and just punched him.
Okay.
And, like wailing on him.
Gotcha.
So they ran after that. Like they won the battle, but they lost the war that day.
Right. Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
You,
right.
I'm not even going to ask because you get in a fight every other day.
No. The world has enough hate. It's about love.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
should
when you
love one
started-
another.
Unless you start a podcast that says nothing nice.
I'll tell you what. If we're ever in trouble, I'm going to open up the hatchback and let Dom out. Motherfuckers going to come out and kill people.
He'll throw pizzas at people.
Oh, shit.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, man. So, no more fighting in the world. More love.
Uh-huh.
You know? Dave's swallowing throat
Yeah,
sound
that,
effects.
that was a big gulp. Big gulp.
If you get in a fight with Dave, punch him in his esophagus. It's huge. It's huge. All right.
man.
So should we wrap this up, fellas?
Let's shut it down.
All right. Again, go to Nothing Nice to Say. No, correction. NothingNicePodcast.com. Talk shit on us at Nothing Nice Jim, at Nothing Nice Dave on Twitter,
Yes.
at Everything Nice J, the letter J on Twitter.
Yes.
The twat machine. Give us some good stuff, and we'll read your stuff. Insult Dave, insult me. Say something nice.
Please do.
Spread the love. No more fight. No more fighting. No more violence. And thanks, man. This is Nothing Nice to Say. Have a good one.
We'll be back next week.